Hey man, shout out to my boy Caboose for this video, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know if we're gonna get the Raimi suit or not. I really don't give a fuck if we don't. That's just me. A lot of people gonna give me that slack. They're gonna be like, bro, why don't you want the damn Raimi suit? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before though, I would like to see it because I want to see how it's going to look in the game. I want to see how good that shit will look in the game because I know they'll make it look nice, you know? Like I said, I'll like to see it, but I don't care if we don't get it. You see what I'm saying? I'll like to see it, but I don't care if we don't get it, you know? But we need that sensational though. Hey! We need that sensational and superior. I'm pretty sure they're going to give the fans what they want. Pretty sure they're going to give the fans what they want. But let's get into this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to my boy Caboose. Let me close this door too. Hold up.
Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Spider-Man PS4 video, and today what we're going to be talking about is one of the most requested suits to be a part of the DLC for Spider-Man PS4. Now, before we jump into this, as always, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And with that said, well, let's just jump right into this. So, I think it's safe to assume if we're not including the symbiote suit or the black suit,
yeah, why would they? That would be stupid.
The most requested suit to be in Spider-Man PS4 right now is the Sam Raimi suit. You know, the suit from the original Spider-Man trilogy, the films.
I don't give a fuck about
and that being said, there is definitely a bit of a debate in the community about whether or not we're going to be getting this suit.
Right, everybody's going crazy.
There are obviously a ton of people who want it in the game, as it is one of the most highly requested suits. But there's also a group of people that say, well, hey, do we need this costume? Is there really much difference between this and the classic suit? And a lot of you guys have said that.
It's a huge difference
based on how my original opinion was on the Homecoming suit. So this is all stuff I want to cover and I want to talk about here in this video. So I want to touch on and get out of the way first my thoughts on the Homecoming suit and everything, because this is all going to come full circle here when talking about the Raimi suit. So to break it down for you guys, way back when we first got word that the Homecoming suit was going to be in Spider-Man PS4, I wasn't the biggest fan of the idea. I just felt that the Homecoming suit was too similar to the classic suit, and
no, it's not.
Maybe it was going to be a waste of a slot where we could have gotten
no, the fuck it's not
highly requested. That said, a lot of people were coming at me like, well, how could you say that but not apply that same logic to the Raimi suit that you want so much? And granted, in my opinion, I feel that the Raimi suit has a lot more differences to the classic suit than the Homecoming suit does, but still, you guys make a good point, and having seen the Homecoming suit in game now, and
you gotta put the Homecoming suit in there.
I can definitely see all those differences that are there. When you have both the classic suit and the Homecoming
that shit looks nothing like the
side, you can easily see the differences, and it's not hard to notice the different symbol on the chest, the smaller eyes.
I mean, yeah, but it's still a classic suit, right?
There, and you can definitely tell.
I feel you though, Caboose.
That was put into the Homecoming suit. And that same thing can apply,
but still,
if they were to add the Raimi suit. It just still looks different. You know, we have the silver webbing, the raised webbing off of the suit, the different textures in the blue areas of the costume. Obviously, we have a different symbol on the chest and the back. The eyes are smaller and more sharp than most of the eyes that we have for the different Spidey suits in the game. So there's a lot of differences there that I'm sure if we were to get the Raimi suit in Spider-Man PS4, Insomniac would pay attention to those details, and it would look much
it would look nice, don't get me wrong.
So as of right now, we know that we're going to be getting 3 DLC suits in the first DLC pack. One of them has been revealed to us, and it is an originally designed suit for the game, similar to some of the suits that we already have in the base game for Spider-Man PS4. And then obviously we have 2 more that we're going to be getting when we get our hands on the heist come October 23rd. As of right now, there also is no confirmation as to how many suits we're going to be getting in the 2nd and 3rd expansion pack for Spider-Man PS4. However, it's safe to assume that we're also going to be getting 3 suits for each of those, making a total of 9 DLC suits.
Right.
That said, is there any confirmation or hint or any piece of evidence that leads towards the Raimi suit being in Spider-Man PS4? Absolutely not. Nothing whatsoever. A lot of people like to point to this picture that James Stevenson took, who is the community director at Insomniac Games. He took this picture on a rooftop during, I believe, like the launch of Spider-Man PS4, and it was a picture of a Spidey symbol being projected on the rooftop, and the symbol looked fairly similar to the Raimi suit symbol, so everyone was like, oh my god, the Raimi suit is confirmed, and that is not the case. James Stevenson himself has come out and said, we're pretty much looking way too far into it, and we're digging a little deep here, and we're trying to reach a little too far, but he didn't come out and say that the Raimi suit was deconfirmed or anything, so he didn't shut that down. He just said that maybe we were looking a little too far into it.
I think they're going to put it in the
all
sequel.
He was doing was taking a picture of a Spidey symbol on a rooftop when the launch of Spider-Man PS4 was happening. Now, throwing that aside, let me do some speculating now. Let me throw on my tinfoil hat here and talk a little bit about some speculation as to why I think the Raimi suit could show up in Spider-Man PS4. So we know that Insomniac Games has been doing a ton of live streams on their Twitch page. They live stream there very frequently, and of course they have streams where they play Spider-Man PS4. And every now and then they also get Brian Intihar on the stream, who is the creative director at Insomniac Games, to talk about the game and give us a little bit of insight, as well as talk about what's to come. Now the thing is, every time they stream Spider-Man, whether Brian Intihar is there or not, a ton of people in the chat are asking for this suit or that suit.
No, that's the truth.
This suit. And there was one particular time where Brian Intihar was on the stream and he had said pretty much this, paraphrasing, but pretty much this. He goes, listen, besides the Raimi suit, what suit do you guys want in Spider-Man PS4?
Exactly.
Now, I don't think he was going to take into account for anything, and obviously he was just trying to see what the chat was going to say and maybe see if some of those requested suits in the chat were suits that they already were going to be using for DLC. But the fact that he mentions, except the Raimi suit, what suits do you guys want, makes me believe and understand that they're listening and they know.
Of course they're listening. They love the fans.
One of the most requested costumes to be in the game. So whether it's going to be in the first expansion pack or the second or third one, or maybe even some sort of separate DLC where they just reveal the suit on its own, kind of similar to what they did with the Dark Knight suit in Batman Arkham Knight. I feel one way or another, we are going to get the Sam Raimi suit in Spider-Man PS4 because they know how highly requested it is. Now, because I want to play both sides here, I also want to talk about why we might not get the suit. And I want to make this as level-headed as possible and explain this in a way that won't upset people, because this could very well be the truth. Now, I'm not saying I'm an insider. I'm not saying that I know the way this business works when I'm talking about what I'm going to be talking about here. I'm just speaking on what I think could be the case, and that is it. It is just my personal thought process. I could be dead wrong, and there is a pretty decent chance that I am, but I just want to talk about this. So, why the suit might not be in the game. Obviously, the thing to bring up here is that the suit creating process is an incredibly lengthy one. I remember seeing a post on Twitter, or a thread on Twitter from someone who worked at Insomniac, and I can't remember who it was, but it was basically detailing the entire process of what it's like to create just one suit in Spider-Man.
I know that shit takes forever.
And there is a ton, and I mean a ton, of approval process from both Sony, PlayStation, and Marvel. It's not just Insomniac going, hey, we want this suit in the game, design it, and put it in the game. No, there is so much more to it. That being said, in regards to the Raimi suit in particular, the reason why it might not be in the game through that approval process is because of those films. Marvel might not want people thinking about the Raimi trilogy anymore. That's why we have
the truth.
All the MCU suits in the game. We have the Homecoming suit, we have the Homemade suit, and we have the Iron Spider suit from Infinity War, because that is the most recent and probably what some people consider the best interpretation of Spider-Man on film to date. Marvel might be thinking, you know, it might not be the best idea to put the Raimi suit in the game, because then people are going to start thinking about that original trilogy, and through that you're going to get those toxic comments where people are like, hey, the MCU Spider-Man sucks. This suit is so much better than that trash MCU suit. And granted, I don't agree with those statements. I think the MCU interpretation of Spider-Man is fantastic. I think the designs of those suits in Spider-Man PS4 is awesome. But obviously, you're just going to get those comments because it's the internet, and that's what people are going to do. So they might want to just completely avoid that and not include the Raimi suit. That being said, not including the Raimi suit is also going to rile up a lot of fans, and people are going to be pretty upset about that. So it might be a bit of a lose-lose situation for Marvel, but honestly, I feel them including the Raimi suit will create much more of a positive impact than a negative one, and a ton of people are going to be very happy about it. And I know a lot of people out there who love the MCU Spider-Man and also really appreciate the hell out of the Raimi Spider-Man as well, and I'm one of those people. I think the Raimi Spider-Man is fantastic. It's what I grew up on, but I also embrace what they're doing in the MCU right now with Spidey. I really appreciate how they're handling that character.
I respect your opinion, bro. Seriously.
So far. But that's it. That's my thoughts on why we might get the Raimi suit in Spider-Man PS4 and why we might not, as well as a little bit of speculation sprinkled in there. But now I kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Do you think we're going to get the Raimi suit in Spider-Man PS4, or do you think we're not going to get it? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And of course, please keep it civil. Let's be level-headed about this. I don't want to start a flame war. I don't want people to start getting angry. Let's just be completely civil about this, or at least try. I don't know. But that said, I'm Caboose, and once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel.
So, yeah, man, I respect Caboose's opinion, like, all the way, seriously, you know what I'm saying? I respect it 100%. I mean, yeah, all the suits are classic suits, like the Raimi suit, Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, Homecoming suit, whatever. It's their own take for the classic suit, you know what I'm saying? But Homecoming suit is not, like, yes, it's still different at the end of the day. It doesn't look identical to the classic suit. Like, so that's not a waste of a slot. So that doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even look the same in a game, like, so I don't know where y'all get that from. I don't know. Like he said though, people said to him like, if you're saying that about the Homecoming suit, why are you not saying that about the Raimi suit? You know what I'm saying? So still, like, it still look different at the end of the day. It's not the same suit at all. You know, I honestly see the reason why Insomniac won't involve it, because, you know, the studio situation, Sony saying this, Marvel saying this, and blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense at the end of the day, because Marvel might not want like fans talking mad shit about like, you know, Tom Holland Spider-Man and everything. People gonna be mad regardless. People are gonna be mad regardless, so it makes sense. Either way, it's a lose-lose, win-lose situation, you know. So at the end of the day, it's a win-lose situation. Me personally, I think the like Raimi suit was gonna be in a pre-order pack, you know what I'm saying, for the sequel. That's just me. I don't know. They'll make a ton of money off of that, so that makes sense. But we don't know. We don't know. We just have to wait. We're just gonna have to wait and see, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to us, you know, in the DLC. You know, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you new. And please turn on notifications to get notified when I upload and stream, man. Definitely do that for the kid. Hey, it's your boy Joseph Witty. Mata here. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you right now, Witty fam, we gonna be taking over. We stealing everybody's loot. You can still loot and all that. You can take people's shipments of loot and all that stuff. If they transferring some shit, you can steal that. Go sell that. They have 15 trophies for online. I think he said 15, right? God damn, my bad, y'all.